You're gripping your pen, writing down exactly what you hear in the test audio, but even strong listeners still lose marks. The test employs specific patterns designed to lead you toward the wrong answer. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to dismantle a realistic Section 1 question piece by piece to see exactly how these mechanics work. We will use a 4-step framework to identify these patterns, decode phonetic tricks, and secure the right answer. Grab a physical pen and paper right now. We are going to solve this together. Scoring a band 7 or higher requires more than listening. It requires tactical anticipation. You have to expect the deception. Look at this computer-based IELTS interface. The first critical step happens before the audio even plays. You must check your constraints. The instruction says no more than 2 words. This is a rigid zero-tolerance rule. If you write 3 factually correct words when the limit is 2, you score 0 marks. Step 2 uses the short preparation time before the recording starts. We use this window to run a predictive analysis on the question text. Here is our question. What is the total cost for the weekend? Look closely at those highlighted words. They tell us what to listen for. We need a monetary value for the entire multi-day span. A single night rate is a distractor. Locking in these parameters right now reduces your cognitive load. When the audio begins, your brain is already filtering for a specific type of data. Now the recording begins, bringing us to step 3 and a very common auditory tactic, the distractor trap. A speaker will often present a highly plausible piece of data, only to abruptly pivot and correct themselves. Listen to the receptionist in our scenario. She says, "The cost is £85 per night," but she immediately pivots. "Actually, since you are staying for 2 nights, we can offer a discounted rate of £150 for the whole weekend." You must build a physical habit here. Keep your pen hovering. Do not write your final answer until the speaker completely finishes their thought. In a sequence of corrections, the final numerical value spoken is almost always the correct target. You've dodged the decoy and identified the correct number, but there is a final hurdle: phonetic ambiguity. The auditory boundary between 150 and 115 is very thin. It relies entirely on syllable stress patterns. Look at this graphic. With teen numbers, the stress lands on the second syllable. It's a long, rising sound, 15. Compare that to T numbers. The stress hits the first syllable, and the ending is blunt and flat, 50. In our test audio, the cadence matches that short, flat ending. The receptionist said 150. Step 5 is execution. Log that confirmed data directly into the test field before your short-term memory fades. Recognizing these syllable stresses transforms a confusing auditory guess into a solvable mechanical equation. We analyzed our constraints to confirm the word limit, bypassed the 85-pound decoy, and decoded the correct phonetic stress for 150. This exercise shows that the IELTS listening module requires tactical discipline and sustained focus, alongside your existing vocabulary. Understanding this framework intellectually is only the first step. You have to drill these habits until they become an automatic reflex. To build that reflex, download the 10-day study plan. It organizes your preparation into 60-minute daily practice sessions. Consistent, targeted practice turns the test into a predictable process. That focus on detail is what secures a Band 7 score.